And hello everybody, welcome to the first race of the day, Tama82 versus Xein64 in the 70-star League Division 2, and I am accompanied by Shantastic. How are you doing, sir?
Hey D, what's up? Good to be back with you.
Oh yeah.
I am very excited for more USA versus Germany action. The rivalry just doesn't end between us.
So it continues, yeah. Deja vu.
Indeed.
And let's see, Xein is actually doing really well. Second place, almost first, only 13 points behind Pete here. Yeah, Tama, not so much. Had a little bit of issues in a few races, I remember. Accidentally resetting in Dark World. Stuff like that just really sets you behind. But, new race, new attempt of getting some nice points. Yeah, gonna hit you with the PB knowledge. We got Xein with the 50-16 and Tama with a 50-15. So 1 second difference. Gonna be a pretty hot race, I think.
Well, you know what they say. 1 second difference is first loser. Wait, I'm mixing up my metaphors. Never mind.
Yeah, I was about to say I don't think I've heard that before. Maybe
It's a very niche saying.
Alright, it seems like the runners are getting ready. Got the countdown locked in.
I will say that, ooh, it looks like Tama added an extra second on for that handicap, as he does have a second PB over his opponent. So just taking on a little handicap, very nice of him.
Alright then.
Yeah.
Both on the US, of course.
Yeah, I mean, these are consummate professionals. Just they don't mess with anything but the fastest version of Super Mario 64.
Gotta save that 1 or 2 seconds. I think I've heard it's more than 1 second. But yeah. And also, in case you actually do double playlist in Shifting Sandland, you actually kind of need US, because in Japanese you can get the notorious sound glitch where when you collect the last secret, it's just kind of freezes your game once you collect the star when the sound glitch happens. Yeah, I don't want that to happen. I'm not too sure if any of these go for the double plus though.
Big Simply coming in with that 14-month sub streak, and Tama celebrating with a nice long cutscene for Daddy Sim.
I cannot think of a better celebration of a missed Lucky to skip.
Indeed, Lucky2 popping into the screen to wish Simply a happy 14-month sub birthday.
Going strong. Alright, let's see how they handle these bomb clips as well. Ooh, that's a medium bomb for not even a medium bomb, it's a small bomb, but Xein.
I feel like Xein just grabbed a bomb. I don't even think he did anything to the bomb. I think it was just like he threw the bomb and he picked it up. And still got the clip.
Sorta, yeah. And Tama with the nice backflip bomb clip. I think he and I are the only people that go for that, ever. I don't know if anyone else already adapted that yet. Ooh, and Xein taking the worms first. Losing a second over his opponent. Goes for the slide first.
Yeah, I think Tago does bomb clip, but I guess we're talking about runners who have not retired from playing Super Mario 64.
You mean backflip bomb clip? Did he do that?
Yeah, does backflip? Yeah, I think Tago does backflip. Tama with some interesting strats here. Actually gonna...
I think he's... Yeah, he's just gonna grab the box star, probably not gonna get the sub 20 on sub 21 on the slide. It's kind of weird how it's sub 21. Like anything below that still works, even when it's like 20.5 or something. It's not like sub 20 that you need. But yeah, meanwhile, Xein had a really nice, decent countless. No issues there. And a nice Owlus as well.
Yeah, Xein picking up that Owlus, and Tama going to be headed here into Womp's Fortress. Not having the best start to this run.
Yeah. At the end, he sort of skipped the animation from the star spawn in the slide, so the time loss isn't as bad as it's...
Yeah.
Exactly, it doesn't lose as much
Only
as it
loses
might
a couple
seem.
seconds, yeah. But mostly the lucky 2-skip miss is
the big one, pretty much.
yeah, for sure.
Like the 7 seconds. So. But yeah, it's just the beginning, really. Then again, in Worms, there's a lot that can go wrong, but Xein has a really good Worms so far. Not slowing down as I say that, getting a little bit of a Tony Hawk style. And misses the blue coin. I wonder if he can still get it.
Yeah, it looks like the RNG was pretty good. Looks like he's just gonna be right on his path.
That was way too nice of RNG there. Wow. That blue coin falls off very easily. So that was very generous. And oh, Tama grabbing the wild blue star as he was going for 100 coins.
Yeah, Tama having an interesting run so far.
Interesting, for sure, to say the least. Xein's going in strong.
Yeah, meanwhile, Xein went for the easiest cycle. Seemed to pay out. He did get the half cycle movement, so saved pretty much all the time that you can.
Tama going for the
grab the Wapu.
Yeah, and still going for the pro cycle as well, even after grabbing that wild blue star.
Of course, if he had grabbed it,
look at that RNG though. Wow,
a wild blue coin there, going willy-nilly.
That's some of the worst RNG you could ever get, and then it gets the weird dive, not grabbing the red coin, sort of like jumping over it. Oof, this run is not starting off too well for Tama. Seeing it in the face cam a little bit, like, what?
Yeah, I remember, I can't remember if it was in a stream or if it was during a race, but we were talking about how, Womps is pretty much where typically the biggest gap between players is going to manifest up until you get to Tippy, or at least until you get to TTM. So that's something that runners need to be prepared for, is just to take massive deficits here and kind of hope they can catch up with just better movement later on.
Exactly. After all, most resins do happen here, so you gotta be ready to take massive falls like Tama did, and hopefully he can kind of bounce back. We're now going for Aulus at C. So not looking good.
Missing Aulus.
It feels like every star except Bomb Clip and Countless has been going super wrong for him. And lucky to skip as well.
To be fair, he had a pretty smooth wild blue star, it's just it wasn't exactly at the time that he wanted it.
I also took a little bit of a detour before grabbing it. But yeah.
Yeah, you know, you need this. In case you miss wild blue star, you want to back it up with 100 coin, right?
Pretty much, yeah.
Commentator with some 600 IQ strats coming in, and Xein gonna be headed into. Oh, very interesting.
Yeah, that was an interesting bonk from Tama as well. Like ground pounded and bonked at the same time on the Womp. Wasn't completely falling down. Oh, right.
Yeah, I usually. Yeah, I also like to.
I was gonna say like a 0.6 from Xein, but that is looking like he might still sub 20, but that's not what you want to do.
He could still get a 0.6.
True, that's true. Is he gonna start from? Okay, never mind.
Yeah, good on.
Good. For a second, I thought he was going too fast and still like be below 21 seconds.
Very unfortunate though. Xein getting a 21.5, clearly wanted to go for that 21.1, but unfortunately that is actually only something Task can do. So.
And the lead is actually not too big. I thought that Xein had a much bigger lead, but Tama is still on this.
Yes, indeed. Xein. What's going on with Xein? He did Womps 8, that's what happened, right?
Exactly. Didn't go for the slide first. And now, Tama needs to hit this as well. Like, he has to get below 21 seconds, otherwise... I mean, that looks fine, so...
Yeah, you can get... I'm pretty sure this is true. You can get below 21 seconds if you don't go for the second wall hit for the shortcut. But if you miss that second wall hit, you've lost too much time going for the shortcut. Then Xein missing those first ones. So you either like you have to commit to one or the other. Obviously, for runners of this caliber, no one's ever expecting to miss that shortcut, but this is not your usual race.
That's true. And Tama is saving some... Wait. Is he saving some time? He did grab the first race, yeah. He's saving some time on line, around like 4 seconds since he grabbed those first 2 red coins. And it seemed like he wanted to go for the switch rollout, but decided to just opt out of it. Not worth it. That angle was not good.
Yeah. So where were Xein's mistakes? Because Thomas had a disaster run so far, but I haven't seen Xein make any major errors. I'm not sure how... I mean, he had a much worse... Did Tama do Pro Cycle?
Yes, he did. Pro Cycle just without grabbing the 5 coins in the beginning. Next to the 8 coin ring. Ooh, and Xein also getting burned. That's interesting. I'm trying to think of where he actually did lose time. I have no idea. He might have just had like super consistent movement that was quite slow. And that was scary movement, almost falling down.
Maybe he had hiccups with Cannonless. I'm pretty sure he did sock folder. Maybe he had some trouble getting the setup quite right. That does lose a deceptive amount of time.
Ooh, and now Tama actually, it seems like Tama, yeah, he's taking the lead. Just like that.
Tama takes the lead right here.
A little bit of hiccups by Xein. Shaking his head. Not happy about that one, and Tama with the weird Goomba head, giving it right back to Xein. Alright.
And Xein with the... we can clearly see the generational gap between these two because Xein has some zoomer camera going up that ramp.
Can't believe it's still this close.
As
Tama actually gets to catch up, and again, the lead switch.
And Tama's gonna widen that gap up to over 3 seconds.
Not bad. I mean, wow. It's kind of like that. Tama has really solid movement in my opinion, and he probably just saved time over Xein going in a little bit slower on stars.
That is very interesting. Yeah,
I
because
do like Tama's movement.
Yeah,
Tama's pretty hot.
For sure. As they say, tricks save seconds, movements save
There we go. With a nice beginning. It's not that much faster, but it looks super fast. Xein also having a little bit of trouble.
Honestly, the most important part of this game is the style with which you do things.
Yeah, if you have style points, you pretty much win the race, right?
Yeah, you know, I'm trying to go for sub-hour. I have a 101, and I lose about 4 minutes of every run going for Island Hop, but I get it eventually, and I think that's the part that counts.
I think that's worth. That's what you call worth.
Always worth.
And into CCM. Yeah. Let's see. So at Chill Stage, there's not too much going on. Can go horribly wrong, unless you do the penguin race.
Yeah, but Tama is almost definitely going to be skipping that unless he is feeling very iffy about his pillarless today.
Speaking of skipping, he also skips dropping the penguin there. If you do single jump and then walk for a little bit, you can Z-drop the penguin. And you pretty much skip the Mario putting the penguin down animation with that. But you still talk to the mother for the star spawn, so...
Honestly, what I'm looking for is the discovery where you're able to drop the penguin off the mountain and still get the star. I think that would be the best of all worlds.
I think someone has actually come up with such a strat.
Oh, goodness.
Back to the race.
Sounds like my kind of strat. Back to the race, we've got...
Now 100 coins. Yeah, as you said, Tama going for 100 coins now, not bothering the penguin race, and Xein going for CCM18, so he does have to race the penguin.
Yeah, Xein with an immense amount of confidence in his ability to use the control stick to get coins. Tama a little less so. Would rather use that control stick to make a big bob-omb.
Do you just see Xein sliding? Also, having quite some fun on the slide while actually wasting a little bit of time.
Doing a little bouncy off the walls.
Pretty much, yeah.
Very nice. I will say that I think, at least based on face cams, we're looking at two players who seem to have the most fun playing this game.
Yeah, I mean, I can't think of anyone who has as much fun as these two guys right now.
For sure. Definitely always a smile on their face, especially like when they make mistakes. I've never seen runners like keep their composure, have a laugh, have a good time. Definitely defining characteristic of these two runners. A lot of fun to watch. Tama picking up that 100-point star.
But for real though, it's so hard to look happy when you're concentrated. I'm not gonna lie. So when you're concentrated, you're in the zone, playing the game. No time to smile. Yeah, now Tama already going to VVH, and Xein's gonna have one more star out of CCM. We're also
Xein
gonna
has
come
two
after.
coins. Looks like. Ooh, God. Oh
Even
no!
more, no, yeah, that
two
was
coins.
I
That's
wonder
4
if that was
points missed,
muscle
I
memory
think.
because it looked like he did that on purpose actually. And that is a massive time loss. He's
really
either gonna do CCM Reds or redo the Penguin race.
Did get the
Ouch.
safety coin, so might actually benefit from going for CCM Reds.
For sure. That's what I think as well. That's just a massive time loss. Giving Tama quite a big lead, and we're gonna see the rods convert. Oh, is he actually
Just
gonna go for
double pillows.
Okay. So we're already on the same road then.
Yeah, and actually Xein's not all that far behind. This is probably like the best choice for somebody who's confident enough to do double plus. Although
maybe
the
he
counter
could
argument to
also-
that would be.
Maybe he would also just go for, instead of going for HMC late, do HMC early and do like Toxic Mace or something, and Snowman's Lance Reds.
Oh yeah, could certainly do that. Only loses 1 second really to, or I guess loses maybe a little bit more time because you've got to do like the SL Reds and stuff.
Yeah, I'm not too sure how much the time limit difference is, but yeah. If he's not too confident in double plus, he could just do that instead.
Oh,
And we did
speaking
see-
of
Go ahead.
I was just saying, speaking of a lack of confidence, Xein going for the punch strat.
Oh, no long jump strat. Alright. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not that much slower as well.
I'm just joking. I'm trying to get into the mind of the German player. USA #1, okay?
I'm not so sure about that. I'm pretty sure Xein is gonna come
Team
back.
Tama here. I think it is statistically impossible to come back in a Mario race after the first 15 minutes. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna come out and say it.
Oh, it's already decided.
I think Tama's gonna get double first try pillarless, and spoiler alert, it's gonna be Tama plus.
Let's see those two Tama pluses. That's a bomb in his face.
That doesn't count. If he didn't actually pick up the bomb, I think he was just testing the bomb. So
I see that. Oh, that is some scary movement. Almost slide it down.
looks like Tama going for a little bit of a Tony Hawk grind, not quite getting it. Gonna have to lose out on those points.
But yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see what Xein is gonna do now, if he's gonna go for double plus or not, because we also did see in Division 1, Punkation has another bomb in his face. Punkation was also opting out double plus at some point and going for Toxic Mace instead. And also missing the tail and back up. Tama is not having fun with his plus attempts right now. Meanwhile, Xein grabbing the first big bomb. Tama also falling down, alright. Cannot grab this Talon Star. Keeps falling down. And
He's gonna get moved.
Oh. Okay, at least not into the quicksand. And yeah, we do see Xein going for the
Xein
series. He missed one and falls down, all the way down. Has to climb back up. I think at this point it would... Oh, never mind, actually. It's probably not better to just die. It's not, because he would respawn in the pyramid. After all, but yeah, it's not worth, I think. That is scary though, what is he doing?
Yeah, now it's better to just die.
Yeah, Now it's just gonna take the death here. Meanwhile, Tama nailing his first blast. Wow.
And
Poor
with that,
Xein.
Thomas secures the lead once again. He gets himself right in there.
And if I was Xein, I would probably just go for the other stuff first, just in case you can't get the second plus, so you don't do the longer star first.
Tama is going to commit to the second plus and now going to have to reset that bomb.
The plus meltdowns.
And doing regular pillowless here.
Kind of disappointed coming out from Tama into the devil, no.
And slides himself into the sand.
And there is the second big bomb for Xein. Let's see if he can nail this. It would make up at least some time if he... Seems like he got it. Very nice. And now the Tama plus coming out from Tama.
The desperation Tama.
Buttery smooth. That was a really good entrance.
And yeah, looks like we're about neck and neck now. I think Tama's a little bit ahead still.
Oh no, Xein still has 2 stars left.
Oh, right. Okay. I thought he had already backed up. Shining.
I keep saying Xein, but it's Xein. I tried to tell myself, but it's so hard to keep up with that name for some reason. But yeah, Xein gonna grab 1 more star. It's not as much of a lead as you would expect after everything that happened to Xein, honestly.
And Tama with right side pro boost. Nails it. First try, first shot. Picks up the star, and he is in the green. Landed the green with your first shot in Golf Clash. Go to the Onyx.tv app, onyx.tv/speedrun, and download Golf Clash. Play and earn points. Gain 500 points, win a free sub.
And how better to spend it than on this channel? You get some really, really nice emotes.
Absolutely. And Tama having to play
This is so scary and he's
bit.
dead. Yeah. You don't want to get burned and fall down there. And you would... The best thing he could have done was just go back on the big platform. Just to make sure. It might actually be like Xein is almost back in this.
Yeah, Xein's only seconds behind his opponent now.
Oh yeah, they both grabbed the same star, so...
Yeah, they both did lava boost.
Super, super close. So many meltdowns coming out from these guys. There's so much going on in this race. Haven't even entered upstairs yet. Or Tippy.
And much like Mega Man, after getting defeated by one of the high-power bosses and deciding he's not quite ready to face him, Tama decides to go after the smaller bullies to get some practice, a little bit of more power leveling under his belt, and probably will wait a little bit longer to face the final bully.
Also a little bit of weird camera action coming up from Tama2. She wasn't able to get
once again
on the wing cap box island thing. But I mean, it wasn't too bad.
Avant-garde speedrunner.
He just adapted really quick, so it's no problem at all.
Yeah, sometimes I just like to smash down on my C right button and see what happens, and usually what happens is I die. Tama, of course, is a lot better than I am, so that doesn't happen to him.
I think that's actually a talent. Pressing C right and dying.
You see, I said, as soon as I said Tama's a lot better than I am, he misses the speed kick. Which, rest assured, I never miss that speed kick.
Not bad. Sorry. Now I'm not so sure if I can believe my co-commentator and what he's saying. However, yeah, just 2 more stars left for both of these runners. They have done different stars so far. We'll have to see who's ahead in just a bit.
Ooh, that was a sketchy elevator triple jump, but seemed to work out fine for him.
Well, let's see if Xein has any troubles getting that star. that fall like happen quite easily if you're not careful. At least one misinput and you're gonna fall down into the lava with these stairs. Ooh, okay, okay. Tama, that is the wrong bullet, isn't it? He already got. Wait, oh no, he died. Oh.
In a strong showing of character development, Tama overcomes this formidable foe that once felled him earlier in his long and arduous story, but manages to best him in a slightly longer than expected fight, to be sure. Definitely not something you're looking for in a speedrun, but a compelling character story. Something we can all get behind.
Alright, and now it's around 5 to 6 second lead. Wow. After all what happened, it's so close. Yeah, for a second I forgot that Tama died to the bully star. I thought he was going for it again. Oh well. He did have a really weird bully. Oh, it's like pushed him back instead of forward.
And Commentator will confirm that D Whatever does like things toasty. That's why he does like to spend 4, 5, 6 minutes at a time in Fire Sea.
I guess.
Tama picking up that chest star.
It's not the most optimal, if I say so myself. Having things toasty.
Yeah, it's a very cool, expansive level. A lot of fun to explore, to see all the little corners you can get to.
The NDD, there's not really anything going on. Like, I don't think any of these is going for front sub, so other than Manta, there's just a little bit of A pressing. Timed A pressing.
And like I like to say, pressing A on a rhythm while moving your control stick.
Okay.
Why?
Sides down.
Why?
You've never seen the side sub? I forgot Tama actually goes for that strat, but yeah, it's a little bit faster, but now stuck under the sub and able to get out of the water.
Nothing faster about this. No, I was just like, why go for side sub in a race?
Oh.
It's just like, I mean, it's like going for island hop in a race.
Pretty risky, I see that. But I'm pretty sure that Tama likes to just stick to his guns and do what he's best at, I guess, instead of opting out of stuff.
Meanwhile, Mario doing his impression of Jacques Cousteau and picking up a couple of Manta Ray hoops. And Tama only seconds behind his opponent.
Yeah, no issues on the Manta from any of these guys, so that's what I like to see. No Manta trolls.
No Manta trolls indeed, and we're going to be going here into D Whatever's favorite level, Bowser in the Fire Sea.
Is that becoming a thing? I don't think it's really a fun level, if I'm honest.
Yeah, a commentator kind of fabricating the storyline in which D Whatever apparently like loses minutes at a time in Fire Sea, and this is like his absolute bane. Completely based in myth, but you know, you say something enough, it's gonna eventually become true.
Yeah, I get that. That's true. And Tama's still on the
lava boost.
Yeah, Tama as well. I was about to say Tama had a little bit of slop in the beginning and more slop coming out. Staying all the way down, I don't think he's able to make the cycle anymore. Actually, he is. Oh my. Still getting it.
Oh my god, and he misses the
not getting it with a wall kick. Ouch. And he had it too. He just missed the red very slightly.
And about the slowest way you can get the beginning of the next cycle. Unfortunate for Tama.
Seems like he's just gonna take the 2 burns. But yeah, Xein with a very strong Fire Sea. Taking the lead. Like quite a fair bit actually in Tama, okay. Was slowing down.
And Tama gonna be finding himself in a fight with Mr. Bowser for the second time this run. And things are looking grim for Team USA.
Team Germany, let's go. Yeah, this is probably the scariest, one of the scariest fights in the game. I don't know. If you're on replays, of course, the last one, but this one, if you miss it, you lose around 20 seconds because of the stage, because it just jumps back and you have to wait until the stage doesn't move anymore before you can do anything. So I would say that's pretty scary.
And I know I've said this in the past before, and I've been wrong. I've eaten my words and put my foot in my mouth. But I think I've made some changes and I've reformed, and I'm a lot more careful about the words that I use. But I think here, definitely, it's a correct thing to say. I don't think I can possibly be wrong. If you're behind after Fire Sea, there's pretty much statistically, scientifically, there's no way you can come back in the run. I think this time I'm actually correct about that.
Well, what to say about that? Like. That is some horrible spider RNG. Yeah, has to go all the way around. Did it? I'm not going forward there 100 first. That's interesting to see. I'm gonna go safety as well. No triple jump wall kicks on the ramp.
Yeah, for sure.
Looking good. Xein is having a really decent 100 coins as well. Still has that one extra coin to spare, and yeah, you can only lose one coin, otherwise you would have to go for the backup box at the end, but Xein is looking pretty good.
Chat pointing out that TikTok clock yeah, apparently is a thing. I don't think I've ever seen anyone lose a run at TikTok clock.
Yeah, I don't think that really happens. In Xein, a little bit of Chukia problems. Just gonna throw him back, not gonna try and fall down by being pushed backwards or anything. Gonna take that angle. Going a little bit safe.
Yeah, Xein crossing weight classes actually and having a professional boxing match with the Chukia, going the full 12 rounds, really.
Maybe a little bit of a time extra having a boxing match in the middle of a run. I'm not so sure. Oh, that RNG from Tama, that is awful. That was awful RNG. Wow.
And some more bad RNG on that ground pound.
I hate the ground pound RNG, man.
Yeah, that crazy RNG, right?
Yeah. Don't like to see that. Nothing you can do about it at all. Ooh, that's some interesting camera angles coming out from Tama. Very nice lag reduction, I'm pretty sure. He had like almost no lag going up that wall. Misses the side flip though.
I don't know if we have any statisticians in chat, but what I'd really like to see is a correlation graph between the number of times you hear a commentator say an interesting camera angle from Tama and him losing a pretty immense amount of time within like 5 seconds of that.
It happens too often.
He did actually have to stop for that amp, so technically that does count.
And he did mess up the side flip afterwards as well, so statistics seem to not lie.
Indeed. Commentator says something, it is automatically true.
It's gotta. But yeah, Xein had a really clean, but they're all like going safe as well on the top of the town side and the elevator star, not bothering with the triple jump walk on the ramp.
You know,
but
so much
not too big of a lead.
Yeah, not too big, and Tama tries to go for the safe long jump and still misses it.
As we say, not too big of a lead. Tama just giving a little bit of more time to Xein, as Xein has an interesting bonk entering THI.
And we forgot to say it, but it would have been apt. That is also an interesting camera angle from Tama.
It would have fit perfectly, and also taking a little bit of a dive into the water. Oh, nice backup though. Recovers very nicely.
Gets the clip. Nice and clean.
A little bit of time to save on Tama's end though. Ooh, the nice lag reduction coming out. And the dusty rollout. taking a few years, waiting a few years before actually trying to roll out.
Oh, and Tama taking some fall damage there. Things just keep going wrong for him.
The game's just out for him, man.
Yeah, it's just
Nothing works
crazy.
out.
And looks like Xein going to be heading up into this mountain clip and gets it. Ooh,
However,
a little bit not clean.
Yeah, entering the water. Not really saving time with it, but I don't think he really lost too much either. Over not doing it.
Imagine missing like a single A press, and even Tama's losing time here to the regular movement. It's such an unnecessary strat that like I honestly I don't know why you guys do it. Doesn't it save like 0.2 or 0.3 seconds?
It's around 0.5, I believe. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I guess that's fine. And if you guys are confident enough.
I mean, it's still not... It might be even better to just go around, but it's sort of what people started doing, and... Yeah, as you said, if you don't have troubles with it, why not just go for it, right?
Well, I mean, it's one thing for me to not go for it because, you know, there's a grand total of something like 7.5 minutes between my sum of best and my PB. But maybe the story's a little different for people like Xein and Tama.
Maybe in that case, you might want to focus on other stuff. You're probably right.
Yeah, including you, D. Isn't your sum of best like a mid 39 or something?
A little bit off. It's mid 46. Okay. Oh, I was about
to... S dive there.
Yeah, I thought he was dead for sure. I had lens grabs.
Oh?
Might have just given it right back to Tama. Tama lens this.
I really don't like long jumping off that first mushroom. That feels really sketchy to me always. I've switched to exclusively jump diving, and it doesn't seem to lose any time.
Oh, you mean when you grab the first red?
Yeah, when you grab the first red, I really don't like that long jump. It feels really sketchy. But I don't think I ever see any runners like go. Well, I guess they do with the full pro strat. But like whenever I'm backing it up, I just do the jump dive. Because it's like that I've always said it, I keep saying it, like that star operates on a script. So when you're doing it as a backup, you want to play super safe. But it worked out for Xein.
For sure. Oh, I'm having so much trouble getting up the mountain. Slide down a few times. Or once from the very top, actually.
And Tama showing that his favorite level clearly is TTM because he doesn't seem to want to leave.
Just wants to stay in this level forever.
I could stay in TTM forever. Said no one ever.
I was about to say, that did not sound right at all. Ooh, nice threats coming out from Tama, though. Nice threats coming out from Tama.
Oh, beautiful.
That was very clean. For the movement he did, that was pretty clean.
And yeah, it looks like so far players seem to have tightened up their games a fair amount. Xein's still a little bit in the lead, going to be finishing up with this box jump, as is Tama. Has some adversity to go from this Goomba.
And decides to just turn around and go for the Breeze Star instead. For Breezes, actually. Can you land those? Oh no, that was not the correct angle. That's a weird decision to just go for that star instead. I wonder if he wasn't too happy about the camera he had after bopping the Goomba then.
Oh, you know, the casual Breezes backup unfortunately doesn't work.
And now Xein has actually like quite a big lead just because of all that. Bopping the Goomba and not getting Bruceless. So close, going into TTM before, but yeah. Gonna run away with it into Snowman's Land.
Yeah, some interesting camera angle from Tama. And with that, we're probably gonna see a save and quit. Looks like Tama just barely dodging. the statistical probabilities.
Is Tama actually gonna come back just because by Xein messing up, getting up here? Okay, now he's up there, but still slides all the way down, and just like that, Tama's right back in it, and goes for the side flip. Penguin, and he gets it! Let's go! Wow.
What? Just why? Why does he do this?
Not bad.
This is like this.
I
Like,
don't know, dude.
Can we ban Tama? Can we just ban Tama? I don't even know from what. Just ban him.
Okay, Tama gets banned for being too good. Sorry, no more Tama in GSA races. He's completely banned.
Relegated to the commentary booth. Actually, you know what? Let's just let's cut off his feed. Get him here in the commentary booth. He's in the Discord group. We can add it back in the call. Congratulations, Xein, on the DQ win.
All right. Yeah, Xein is also trouble on the freezing pawn star as well, just falling behind even more. But this race, dude, is such a back and forth all the time.
Yeah, I'd say it's neck and neck, but it doesn't seem like Mario has a neck. So yeah, I'll say they're both hanging on by the hair of their mustaches.
Or mustaches.
Yes, something I have a little knowledge on the topic of.
I mean, Mario sure has a mustache, so.
But the thing that I realized while I was playing the Reconstruct Mario's Face minigame in Super Mario Odyssey, his mustache is upside down. Like, no one's mustache should look like that. It's not even a handlebar, it's just literally an upside down mustache.
That's true.
Tama headed down here into the basement to pick up that 50-star MIPS. MIPS, of course. The 50-star MIPS, the thing that makes this strat worth it. It is a free star. It makes it worth it to run all the way back down the basement. Saves 1 second and perform perfectly, which Tama did do. I guess he didn't do punch grab, so saves like 0.7 seconds or something.
It's hard to say for the second one because you also... Oh, wait, actually it's just for the first one, because the first one is slow, so never mind what I just said. It should definitely be faster to punch grab, and it sounds about right to be 0.7.
Yeah, you know, if it sounds right, there's no chance that it's wrong.
It's absolutely right. Let's see those. HMC is usually just
Fluffy with the tier 2 sub.
Hey, as Tama lands his drone box jump. Was what to say, HMC is usually just a breather stage before you enter Tippy, which is the hard one. Ooh, interesting angle coming up from Xein. Okay, just a little bit of grinding. Gets the triple box jump as well. Sorta, a little bit of slop, but it's good.
The fall damage and picks up the star on the roll. Yeah, HMC is a bit of a breather stage. Sometimes a bit of an extra breather if you miss the triple jump and die, but still a breather.
Exactly. And Tama not getting in the Christmas miracle. Seems like he didn't grab the wall kick at the correct height. Which is so weird, you fall forever, but sometimes if you don't grab the wall kick at the maximum height, it just doesn't work without a ground pound for some reason. And Xein just getting in.
Yeah, Xein meanwhile flips the switch.
So yeah, nothing too big going on, I should see. Well, maybe the bullet RNG might not be too nice for any of these runners, but looking good for Tama. Just one more to go into Tippy, and it looks like he's around on 52-53 pace for these guys.
Alright, not bad.
Definitely not looking too bad.
Yeah, for sure.
Actually, might even still be a 51, but saying that, you would need like almost a perfect Tippy. Or like a really good one. And yeah, I don't know. Considering what already happened, you know.
Yes, indeed. Yeah, I like to when we're making predictions. I like to make like predictions without or not predictions but analyses without like any middle ground. So it's like if Tama gets like if it gets like a 52-50, like that'd actually be that would be okay, especially considering the start he has. But if he gets a 53-01, he should be ashamed of himself, and that is absolutely terrible.
That sounds
But
brutal
yeah,
for the runners.
Yeah, for sure, definitely. Just not very much time. Not very much time left to avoid being absolutely completely ridiculed. But if they do, they're still pretty good. And Tama is ahead going here into Tippy, which means it's probably pretty much impossible that he's going to lose this race.
Tama hitting that nice lucky to bounce.
And gets the glitchy
going
jump.
Strong.
Ooh, misses the second wall kick, and Tama having a little bit of trouble here.
Just a few extra ledge rush. That angle though, that was super scary. He almost bonked into the ship. But yeah, it was pointed out in chat that Xein is 9 spots higher than Tama at the moment, so it will be a pretty big upset in terms of the league. The PBs are almost the same, it's just 1 second difference, but yeah. Considering the standings, that would be insane. Tama wins.
Yeah, but it looks like Xein's on track to, even if Xein loses, which he probably will because he is behind going into Tippy.
Yeah, there's no way he's coming back from this. He's done for.
So even if Xein does lose, there's a good chance that there's a very good chance he's gonna get a lot of points going in here. He's on decent pace.
Definitely, he's still so close, like almost right behind Tama. Also, had a really nice lucky bounce as well.
Chat pointing out that missing Locky to skip means you automatically lose. Commentator did forget to account for that, and Tama did miss Locky to skip, which means
so
actually Xein definitely going to win this race.
I guess there's no way around it. Commentators don't even know what they're doing at all. Obviously, Tama missed Lucky to skip. He's not gonna win.
I mean, Xein missing the side flip. Gonna have to back this up. I mean, speak for yourself. I've been saying since the very start that Xein is 100% gonna win this race. So I'm not sure what you've been hearing.
Oh, I guess only one commentator doesn't know what to do. Never mind, then.
No, it's all right though. I do coaching.
Tama also opting out of going for the swing wheel bridge. That doesn't work. That doesn't work. He's gonna grab the wall kick though. Okay.
Oh my god.
10 million IQ play from Tama. Oh my god, dude.
Oh my god. Tasma82 coming in with the clutch.
Pretty much, you have to be like on the flat ground of the flame shooter to get up there. So if you're not on top of that flat ground, you pretty much have to do that. Otherwise, you're dead. You have to do that wall kick. And Tama knew.
Tama still ahead coming here into TCC100. Gonna miss that cheeky side flip. But gonna do the cheekier strats. Apparently falling down to the mid-level. I think I saw something like this in...
oh no, and that's... No. Giving it back to Xein. We saw the frustration... Well, the slight frustration coming up from Tama there on that death. They didn't have the best setup on that double jump, so... Oh, dude.
And like I said, Xein inevitably takes the lead. Commentators' predictions coming true yet again.
Just how it is when you miss Lucky to skip.
Miss Lucky to skip, lose race. That's how it goes. Looks like Xein will be starting with TTC100 a little early here. Surprised he didn't finish up his moving stars, considering he started off moving.
It's kind of weird. I wonder if he just entered a little bit early. Probably did. But yeah, usually I would say you definitely want to get TC100 out of the way because stuff like that can just happen. You fall down so easily. Ouch. Alright, let's see. Xein still gonna go back to the blue switch. Oh yeah, he definitely has to go back this way because he didn't even grab the blue switch yet.
Yeah. But looks like grabbing his bearings back. Tama getting some clean TTC moving stars.
I wonder if Tama is around the same as Xein now, if they're like around sync. But we're gonna have to see until Xein finishes up the moving stars as well, and Tama finishes up GSA 100. That was a big fall from Xein. And another slightly smaller fall. Knows the backup though.
Yeah. And I think, honestly, I feel like these guys are pretty much even right now.
Seems about right, yeah. Xein did lose a lot of time going back up.
And I don't think Tama's made a mistake so far since that early death.
Honestly, it looks to me like Tama is gonna be in the lead after it's finished up. GSA 100. Like, he's so close to Xein. If he doesn't fall down or anything, he should definitely be in the lead. Ooh, nice movement coming out. Look at that! That ending was so good. Yeah, that was a really good ending by Tama. And yeah, just like that. Seems like he is back with that nice tease runner. Can he get the... Ooh. Has to back it up with the dive. Didn't get the walk kick off the thwomp. Very nice, GSA 100. After that first attempt, so can't be happy about the second one. So no more deaths on the GSA 100.
For sure, that was very, very clean. And that's my favorite movement to do on the to do the wall kick for the thwomp, because that's heavily cycle based. And I feel like I just feel like such a cool kid because I'm changing my movement on the fly based on the cycle, and that always feels like I'm way better at this game than I am.
Yeah, I can see that, and it's important that you can do that when you're racing, especially because you need to be able to. If stuff doesn't go your way, you need to be able to do it the other way that it works. Pretty much, you can't just reset.
Tama with a little swag here, spending a tiny bit of time holding on to that railing. And Tama going to be finishing up here with those red coins.
Going a little bit safe, it seems like. Not going too fast, but also not falling down.
Nails that ground pound.
Xein's still in this. Just one red star behind. It's not too big of a lead for Tama.
Yeah, you know, I mean, Xein can still get points. I really don't see him winning this race. I've been saying since the start, very, very unlikely, ever since Tama took that initial lead, that Xein was going to win.
Ever since Tama messed up that lucky to skip. Just doing
yeah, I didn't really think that was a big deal, though, honestly. I just felt like Tama, with the more consistent movement, just makes fewer mistakes, you know?
Oh, yeah, of course.
Yeah.
But yeah, into bits, the last stage of the game, of the run. Let's see how Tama handles this one. Very clean movement so far. Goes for a very risky triple jump dive. Gets it. It's the regular cycle. Xein's gonna join him. Let's see if he goes in as much as Tama did. No, he's got a little bit safer on the triple jump, and moving left coming out from Tama, not working out though. Just gonna grab the pole, it seems like.
Yeah.
That angle though doesn't work.
That was the safest triple jump wall kick I've ever seen. It was so safe he went into pull strat.
Yeah, maybe he just didn't want to go for the wall kick at all. And was just moving to the other platform. Who knows? But Xein coming back. He's having quite some time over Tama, and he's almost back in this. If he gets this, he's almost ahead of Tama now. After all that struggle Tama had on those platforms, literally comes down to throws, of course. Oh my god. This is actually insane. Xein is actually... wait,
nuts.
Why is Xein ahead now? What did I miss? Okay, I guess he had to clean up pipe.
Sure.
Oh, that throw though! And Tama hits the second throw!
And Tama takes the lead.
But Tama misses Bowser. Okay, just has to hit this.
And he doesn't. And
Xein actually hits. No, oh my god. Tama could have had the win there if he... Of course, the fourth throw hits.
Oh my gosh.
What a race.
And Xein picks up the 53.05, and Tama's going to finish up with the maximum points. Yeah, so it looks like Tama is going to get all 30 points, 7 seconds behind his opponent.
And we do have GG's, Xein and Tama both in the call. You guys, dude, you guys, that was such an intense race. You guys are trading leads all the time, pretty much, in every single part of the game, part of the run.
Yeah. Wrecking.
Can I start off with just one meme? Tama lost by just a little less than the amount that Lucky to Skip lost.
You're right.
We had a meme. There was a meme in chat that Tama missed Lucky to Skip, and so he was gonna lose the race. And we weren't expecting it to turn out this way.
Unfortunate.
But,
I mean,
yeah.
We start going in strong.
Yeah,
but
for
yeah,
sure. Getting the maximum points. That was an insane race.
How do you feel, Xein? So close. You were like holding on, trying to come back. Every time you messed up, you just kept going. So that was going pretty well. How do you feel after winning?
So I'm gonna speak from both sides. I think we're both definitely disappointed of that run because we were like 2 minutes behind a decent run after LLL. That can definitely be better.
Yeah, Tama already had a really rocky start into with Lucky to Skip and then also Worms. It was kind of weird how he did pull ahead after Worms, even though he had so much trouble with almost every star. But yeah. I mean,
sure.
still very strong showing after all. Like Tama, of course, with the snowman's head.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
Yeah. So, Tama, walk us through kind of how you're feeling right now, how you're feeling during the run.
So, every Thursday, for whatever reason, they cut the grass literally every Thursday.
Oh
and it's
my
the
gosh.
earliest I've raced, so I never had to deal with it. But it would randomly be really far away and then literally at my window. And it happened during GSA 100, and I killed myself
dude.
because of that. I just died
That is
because
so rough.
the lawnmower just went right as I tried to wall kick.
That sounds super distracting. That's sad.
Well,
that was probably the dumbest thing I've ever seen. But I didn't even play well anyway, so.
Well, good on Xein to have apparently slipped your lawnmower a 20 and gotten him to distract you at a pivotal part of the race.
He paid him off.
Congratulations to Xein on the win, of course, and congrats to Tama on getting all 30 points. It seems you did lose by less than 10 seconds, so you will
also
keep a hefty amount of points.
Yeah, just good stuff on the TC 100 as well. That was the second one, was really good. But yeah, we're gonna head right into the next race. Just a short intermission. GG's once again. Thank you guys for the race. Thank you, Fantastic, for the co-coms. It was a blast.
Of course. Good to be with you. Hey, download Golf Clash through onyx.tv and get a free sub.
See you in a bit.
All right, see y'all.